At 4:15 a.m., while the world slept, Kobe Bryant was already drenched in sweat. When his trainer arrived 20 minutes later, Kobe had been working out in complete darkness. But here's the crazy part. This wasn't just about basketball. Kobe's mind operated on a completely different level than normal humans. He created an alter ego, studied sharks to beat opponents, and had a mental framework so powerful that it helped him win 5 championships, an Oscar, and build multiple businesses after retirement. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how Kobe Bryant's insane mind worked, and by the end of this video, you'll understand the psychology that separated him from everyone else. But first, we need to understand that Kobe wasn't born with this mindset. In 2003, during one of the darkest periods of his life, everything was falling apart. Legal troubles, media attacks, his reputation was destroyed. Most people would have crumbled. But Kobe did something that reveals how his brain worked differently than everyone else's. He watched the movie Kill Bill and became obsessed with the black mamba, a deadly snake known for precision and striking without warning. So he created an alter ego. I had to separate myself, Kobe explained. It felt like there were so many things coming at once. It was just becoming very, very confusing. I had to organize things. So I created the black mamba. Think about this for a second. While most people try to escape their problems, Kobe literally rewired his identity. The black mamba wasn't just a nickname, it was a complete psychological transformation that allowed him to compartmentalize pain and focus purely on performance. This is what psychologists call ego separation, and it's exactly what Navy SEALs and elite performers use to function under extreme pressure. Now here's where Kobe's mind gets really interesting. Most people think success is about talent, but Kobe understood something deeper. It's about manufacturing obsession. Remember that 4 a.m. story? His logic was terrifying in its simplicity. If everyone else in the league is doing 2 workouts a day, I'm going to do 3 because I'm going to do 1 more than they're doing. But here's what's really insane. His trainer found him practicing without a basketball. Shaquille O'Neal witnessed this. You'd walk in there and he'd be cutting and grunting and motioning like he was dribbling and shooting, except there was no ball. I thought it was weird, but I'm pretty sure it helped him. This is called mental rehearsal, and neuroscientists have proven that your brain can't tell the difference between a vivid mental practice and actual physical practice. Kobe was literally rewiring his neural pathways while other players slept. The crazy part? Alan Stein Jr. watched Kobe practicing basic drills that most junior high players would do. When asked why, Kobe said, "Now you know why I'm the best basketball player on the planet." While everyone else chased flashy moves, Kobe obsessed over fundamentals. His mind understood that greatness isn't built on complexity, it's built on perfecting the basics until they become automatic. But the most insane example of how Kobe's mind worked happened when Allen Iverson was outplaying him. Most players would just train harder. Kobe did something completely different. He studied how great white sharks hunt seals. I'm not kidding. Kobe said, "I obsessively read every article and book I could find about AI. I obsessively watched every game he had played." But then he took it further. He studied predator-prey relationships in nature and applied hunting techniques to his defense. He literally used animal psychology to break down a human opponent. The result? In their next meeting, Kobe held Iverson to just 16 points. He had cracked the code by thinking like a hunter instead of just an athlete. This reveals something crucial about how Kobe's mind operated. He never accepted limitations. When traditional basketball study wasn't enough, he went to biology, psychology, even movie characters. His brain constantly searched for advantages in places others never looked. Now here's where Kobe's mindset becomes almost superhuman. In 1997, as a rookie, he shot multiple air balls in crucial playoff moments, career-ending embarrassment for most players. Kobe's response? "I got to get stronger. I got to train differently." But listen to how his brain processed failure. The story continues. If you fail on Monday, the only way it's a failure is if you decide to not progress from that. To me, that's why failure is not existent. Think about this psychology. Most people's brains are wired to avoid failure because it triggers shame and fear. Kobe literally reprogrammed his mind to see failure as data, not defeat. If I fail today, I'm going to learn something from that failure. I'm going to try again. This isn't just positive thinking. This is cognitive restructuring at the highest level. Kobe had trained his brain to extract lessons from pain instead of being paralyzed by it. The ultimate proof, when he tore his Achilles tendon, he shot free throws before leaving the court. There's a lot of days where you can rest and recover. Today ain't one of them. His mind had built such strong neural pathways around persistence that even physical agony couldn't override his programming. January 22nd, 2006, Kobe scored 81 points, the second highest single-game total in NBA history. When asked if he was surprised, his response reveals everything about how his mind worked. "I wasn't surprised that I scored 80 points. And that sounds really crazy to say, but truly, I was not. My shot felt sharp. My footwork was sharp. My conditioning was sharp." Notice he didn't say he got lucky or was in the zone. He traced it back to preparation. "That summer, I put a lot of time on the track. I could run all day." This is what psychologists call prepared mind syndrome. Kobe's brain had such detailed preparation that extraordinary performance felt inevitable, not accidental. But here's the deeper psychology. He made 36 game-winning shots in his career because his mind eliminated the difference between practice and pressure. When the game's on the line, I'm not asking myself to do something I haven't done thousands of times before. So, in those moments, if I look like I'm ice cold or not nervous, it's because I've done it thousands of times before. Most people choke under pressure because their minds treat high-stakes moments as different from practice. Kobe's brain literally couldn't tell the difference. So what exactly was the mamba mentality? Kobe defined it perfectly. To sum up what mamba mentality is, it means to be able to constantly try to be the best version of yourself. But here's what most people miss. It wasn't about the result. The mindset isn't about seeking a result. It's more about the process of getting to that result. It's about the journey and the approach. It's a way of life. This is why the mamba mentality works beyond basketball. Kobe understood that excellence is a system, not an event. Your brain learns to crave improvement more than achievement. He proved this after retirement, applying the same mental framework to win an Oscar for Dear Basketball and build multiple successful businesses. "I can't relate to lazy people. We don't speak the same language. I don't understand you. I don't want to understand you." His mind had literally been rewired to find comfort in discomfort and energy in effort. Kobe Bryant's death in 2020 shocked the world, but his mindset lives on. What made his mind so powerful wasn't talent. It was the systematic way he rebuilt his psychology around continuous improvement. The Black Mamba alter ego, the 4 a.m. obsession, studying sharks to beat opponents, redefining failure, treating pressure like practice. These aren't just basketball stories. They're blueprints for how any human mind can operate at the highest level. As Kobe said, the most important thing is to try and inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. His brain proved that greatness isn't reserved for the naturally gifted. It's available to anyone willing to systematically rewire how they think, prepare, and respond to challenges.